And welcome back everybody to Limbus Company. Yestertime, well, we got some unexpected allies. We made it back. We got Sinclair back and everything, and now we're gonna be continuing things. Once again, everybody, if you missed anything today, I want to catch up to the full playthrough. It goes to the Games Are Bastard channel. Make sure you're subscribed there and everything. If you become a paid member, you get early access to the content, as in, other than being on the stream, you get access to the VOD as soon as it's scheduled. All right, so with that, we ain't doing much else today. Let's just jump straight back into this. We did find a couple of extra things. Henry has no joy, you learn your shit. Well, we'll see that eventually. Alright, 955 Renketsuen. Let's see.
2% the conclusion first. No, the condition of the sword being a sentence one is incorrect.
Right, so we do have Araya possessing the sword, and she might have hidden.
Locus of the list, not the blade, but the scabbard.
Right, it's not the blade, it's the scabbard, yes. Bozo, welcome today, how you doing?
An ideal thought in a paradoxical nature, yes, that would be the most appropriate description.
Ryoshu not happy. Yep, Araya is the sheath, yeah.
Not a sentient sword.
Ryoshu's grumpy dismissal made the scabbard quiver almost as if it had taken offense. God, I love that they're bickering just with that, Nice, Waterflame just released the copyright claim of the latest song we did. Hell yeah. She of the Scabbard says, nuh-uh, yep. When you have to ask for permission to unsheath your sword, yeah. Somehow I felt like I could understand what Hohenheim meant by will now. It was a reunion of sorts, one that gave both a tinge of sadness and hope. And keeps getting strays from her mom, yes. If the scabbard has its own will, does that mean the owner of that will can be resurrected?
It is too premature to deliberate on the matter. The state of existence under question is not one that may be defined as death at the moment.
I assume the can be revived or brought back to life, so to speak. And the supposing the survival is a fixed variable, and the reconstruction of the original corporeal body falls within the realm of the theoretical possibility. The probability approaches zero given the limits of today's technology and conditions.
God damn, we got pretty advanced technology, and Erasure's just death without the caveat that comes with normal death. Yeah! Technological limitations, look at that. Holy shit.
We researchers are inclined to entertain even an infinitesimal chances, but in the terminology of the lay people like yourself, such a prospect would be labeled impossible, wouldn't it? There is no need to fixate on the impossibilities of the moment, Manager Dante.
Excuse me.
Such matters are reserved for the scientists to hold on to.
Right.
But they may have uncovered a thread, something that could lead to restoring Ryoshu's memories, though again that is merely a possibility. A far more practical avenue for you to pursue at the moment, nevertheless. And to that end, yes, further analysis on the scabbard itself would be necessary. Coordinate with Alan for your next duty. He should still be in the Ringnos father's quarters. That will be all.
Hohenheim cut himself off there, clamping his mouth shut as if any further exchange might scatter and mess up the theories he'd constructed in our conversation. There it is, things so how I take it is basically magic. With them, writers can come up with almost any bullshit and say it's singularity, bro. And even then, with that, we are finding limitations. I really love that. I really love that. Let me just remember how the fuck, yes. Alright then, before we go, anyone want to tag along? Munching on food, averting the gaze, the sinners were pretending they weren't interested at all. But going by the way their forks had long since stopped moving, it was pretty clear to me that they'd been intently listening in our conversation. Where are we to go? Right, sorry, forgot the rest of you weren't there with us earlier. Faust, Don Quixote, Ryoshu, and I had been checking where each back door leads. Oh, and Kira too.
Prisoner of war executive manager! Are you talking about me?
Right, she don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I'm working with them too, yeah? Best remember to tread carefully. Should you cause even the slightest harm to the executive manager, you will be held accountable without exemption. Yeah, sure. What ifs?
Kira needled at Otis with a mocking pout, but oddly enough, she didn't appear particularly irritated. Anyway, I think it'd be better if we had a few more people, just to be safe. One of the doors went into earlier, led straight into the ring's corridor. That was a close call. Otis and Heathcliff's hand shut up the moment I finished speaking.
I would very much like to accompany you, executive manager!
I knew I could rely on you, Otis.
Your recognition of my loyalty honors me, executive manager! I, Otis, understand better than anyone the concept or the peril of working with a prisoner of war so liable to betray.
This is our side, says Hank. Welcome to the, how you doing?
To have your indispensable self proceed with only a handful of soldiers under your command, this cannot stand, I'm afraid. I'm afraid I won't be able to focus on other duties without personally seeing to your safety.
I get it, Otis. You've made your point clear enough. What is that voice? That is Toad from Super Mario Brothers. The reasoning being, Otis made it very clear that she's a war criminal, and Toad is a war criminal. So it only fit that we would get Otis the voice of Toad, because they are both war criminals.
Not keen on how I just kneeled over the moment you summoned me. It's a bit dodgy, but I'll stay on your side and scrap it out myself.
Otis got when she removes the facade. We might give her a more serious voice then. We might switch to a more serious voice then. Heath wants some crumpet? Yes, he does. You probably don't need me to come along then. I guess I can just summon the rest of us like you did earlier if it's the fun. Our research yet unfinished holds my efforts. I shall join you once it has found closure. I don't think I can be much help wherever you're going. I'll pass. Oh, I'll follow if that is your order, manager. Okay. No, it's fine. Just get some rest. It'll probably be okay. I can always summon them again if things get too dangerous. I'm really curious about her true self. Me too. Me too. Because if we're talking Otis, that's gonna be like Odyssey. That would be at some point either the Odyssey got interrupted or the Odyssey went all the way. And we still need to see which one it was. Non-Red Otis? Yes. For now, I should go see Alan again. Otis Kanto comes over. He's got a very deep, sexy Chad voice. Chad Calamaro shit. That would be funny, yes. That would, yeah, I'm thinking something like that, yes. Oh. Anyway, let's go. The Odysseus had a purpose. Apparently. Let me see, actually. I want to see something. Otis, EGO at the curva. EGO. No, not you. Okay. So the window behind her. It's the battlefield. Probably the equivalent of Troy. She's looking at her watch. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. Let me check Ryoshu's again. Those are the fingers. Those are each of the fingers. Oh my god. And she's holding on to the scabbard. She's holding on to this. Oh my god. The smoke ward? Yes. When this fan welcome day, I feel like is the easiest to mess up. I have faith. I have faith in Calleja. That's the God Emperor of Mankind right there. You can zoom in? We can zoom in. That's the God Emperor of Mankind right there. That's the Golden Throne. That's the Golden Throne. That's the Golden Throne. Yeah, let me check again. What do we have with Mersal, actually? That's just society. It's just society. N-corp, apparently. Yeah, we've seen Honglu, we saw Heathcliff, we've seen y'all. Did anything change for... That's the family dinner. That's the family dinner. Okay. Yeah, so with Otis... Let me... No. Let me see. Yeah, that's the Smoke War, which, you know, Odysseus was part of a major war, so... We live in a society? Yes. Gregor, we've already seen. Rhodia, we've gotten. So there you go. There you go. Faust is the Golden Throne. Yeah, we did check them all back in the day. I just wanted to take another look right now. Just curious. Alright. Let's continue. Let's continue. Straight on to Saru. So it becomes the Joker in his canto? Maybe. I mean, I did listen to the audiobook of The Stranger like a week or two ago. And yeah, there's yeah. What if Faust in the Mirror World is the head? I mean, yes, but hear them now and have more context of the stories. Yup. It would make sense for Mersal to be the Joker in the Mirror World. Yes. Yes, it would. And Gregor is still not available. So glad we don't have many. Oh wait! I wanted to shit. We can't check it here. Hang on. I wanted to check which other IDs we have at the Kurva of Gregor. Right, we have the lamp. Right, because these are two separate ones. Yeah. There you go. Yep, that's why. That's why I was confused about the one. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and go back. I do have a nominal season 7 guarantee. I don't know when we should do it, but yes. Anyway, lamp is sinking and burn. Yes, there you go. Anyway. Should we, like, Ace recommended me to not use it just yet, to wait until we finish, like, to use it the last week of the season, so that we can, extract, dispense, because I do have, how much do I have in terms of disposal? I have 500 crates right now. Like, ever since I started doing the difficult mirror dungeons, I've been getting, like, 100 crates a week, something like that. So, yeah. Oh yeah, hang on. Let me check the games list. I did promise you that I would check not this, the franchise list. There are no, we don't have it yet. Because I think I have the game. Yeah, I have the game. I just don't have it on the list. So let me just put this on the list real quick. This is the list of games and franchises. There are billions, and it's pending review. One of these days I still need to sit down and do this, but yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you want to recommend me any game, just go to the Discord. There's a channel for that. Link the Steam or GOG or Epic Game Store page of the game, and I'll review it when I have the chance. There you go. All right, Saru. Let's go. So you're getting standards, yeah, we got standard manners right now. Yeah. Alright, there we go. 100 craze, 1,000 lunacy a week. Nice. Go ahead and Versal without a problem because Versal doesn't ask questions. Yes. Yeah, the one this morning. Should go to him and James. Nice. Okay, so I still need to sit down and review this, but yeah. Okay, so we decided to change his voice to the guy on top of me.
Ah, you've arrived. I was waiting for you. We sifted through and isolated the doors with the highest probability of leading into the ring's gallery. We'd have to circle back to it. The next step should be to enter the alternate door you mentioned, but we don't want to boil the ocean.
Hold up a sec.
Have I tried the Reflectorial yet? No, not yet. Oh, it sounds like Freddy 5. No, he's like, there's this one guy I follow on social media. He does like this corporate life thing, and is like the most annoying middle management kind of guys. So yes.
I was actually keeping more stuff.
Huh.
Gatekeeping. Are you saying you have more to tell about the gate doors?
Yup. That door over there. Pretty sure it connects to N-corp's nest. I saw Albina going in, all hyped about some whatever it was. And that wooden door with the bandages wrapped around the handle. Papat got there to cross out vengeances. From what the book said, it's probably turf protected by a thumb subsidiary or something.
Has the corporate cadence? Yes. Unlike earlier when she offered only vague snippets, even about just a single door, Kira was now feeding Alan a stream of intel that seemed solid, even to someone as clueless about the back door as me. Oh, is Kira slowly turning into Valentina because of the accent, yeah?
She's far more cooperative than anticipated, even after that Alan character roughed her up from what I hear.
Yeah, you'd think she'd clam up out of spite. Wonder if she'd change her mind about cooperating with us.
Nevertheless, we mustn't let guard down, executive manager. There is no telling when she'll turn on us. Frickin', I can literally hear everything you're saying, you know?
Alright then, based on the intel, please proceed to investigating. Safest doors first. We don't want...
I need more corporate jargon for this.
We need a better ROI on this, and we need to set up a meeting after. As for the high-risk ones, I'll continue checking and letting you know which ones you need to enter.
Don't want to equip the middle ID to attack her to keep yourself in? Yes. Alan tinkered with a device around him and flashed a couple of doors with the blue light. Guess that means we start with those. Where'd you guys want to go first?
They all look about the same. You start with the closest one.
Well, Alan did say these are the safest ones, so it shouldn't matter which one. This is Prime Live, TF one. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, just as I reached for the nearest door as Heathcliff told me to, Ryoshu suddenly veered off, stopping in front of another one that stood a few steps apart.
This door, it feels familiar.
You recognize the door?
I think I passed it through it a few times when I was little.
Hardly had Ryoshu stopped speaking when a fragmented memory painted over in parts slipped into my mind.
Sorry, it hurt a lot, didn't it? I should have finished my homework faster. Oh, I know. Let's go for a walk.
Not Cordy, welcome back. How you doing?
But I don't recall much about it.
That memory just now, could it be tied to Araya? Let's start with that door.
Okay, this one, yeah? Here we go.
Impatient as ever, Heathcliff shoved the door open and strode in first. The rest of us followed, including Kira and the other sinners. And this place is...
Judging by its state, it seems to be a welfare facility located within a nest. Most likely a park.
Every son walking is dragging some animal along. Means they got money to burn. Proper rich lot this place.
The walk past Ryoshu mentioned in her memory and the sight of people fussing over their pets. It does look like Hungary. I mean, Hungary is prettier though. Like there's one, like this looks like communist era Hungary 100%. Like if you look at Hungary on the map, not as much rain, nowhere near as much rain. Like you look at Hungary on the map, let me just bring like a random, let me go to Budapest, right? Let me go over to Budapest. Like there's some beautiful areas like Elizabeth Park, Elizabeth Park. Like you look at some of the parks and these places are gorgeous. Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, I remember walking past this one a few times. Like this is a you know, basketball court kind of thing. But yeah, you have like the thing. Just talks to everyone right now. I am not apologizing. Yeah, no, Elizabeth Park. This one is nice. I really like the park next to Balna. Like next to Balna, we had where the fuck was it? Boráros. Here we go. Yep, there's this one mall, Balna, which means whale because the mall looks like a whale. And like here, look at it. Look at that. Like that, the mall is shaped like a whale, and then you have like some parks around here. And then there's the Danube. It's a very nice river walk. This one. I used to live near, not too far from this area over here, so I would every once in a while just come and take a walk around here. It's very nice. Let's kill the whale. Different whale. Yes. Yes. The first one kind of looked like the background art VR. Yeah, that was Elizabeth Park. Which, yeah, it kind of looks like it. So, how many times do I need to prove to you that we are in Hungary in this game? Looks pretty that you thought. Yeah, no, like, for example, like, Hősöktere, Hero Square, is gorgeous. Like, this place is incredible. Like, you have this massive, over here we have a couple of museums on the side, and then you have, like, the park itself, like the Hősöktere Park. You have, like, a bunch of castles and shit. This place is beautiful. Like, we used to come here and to Margit-sziget with my ex-wife to play Pokemon Go. Would go out if it's that pretty, because I have already been there. Hungary is great. Yeah, no, like, you also have Margit-sziget, which is Margaret Island. There are a bunch of ruins over here from, like, Roman times, and a bunch of parks, and like, a bunch of places. It's, like, the uglier side of Margit-sziget. It's a gorgeous place. It has a beautiful park. It has a bunch of ruins. It has a 13th century chapel in it where you can have weddings. It's that kind of thing. There's hotels here. There's like a sports center. And it's just, if you play Pokemon Go, this is like pure gold. There are so many Pokestops on this place. It's insane. Like every single event, we would come here and there would be hundreds of people just going around, walking back and forth between the Pokestops. So yeah, no, like there's a really good. Oh yeah, there's the fountain over here. Like there's a fountain here that you can get a bunch of shows. This one's renovating kind of stuff. So yeah, if you're into middle-aged women, I mean, I don't know, when we were hanging around, it was just people. That's like in 2016. No, this is 2019. 2019, 2020. Like even after the pandemic, we would still come back here. It was great. I really like. It's a beautiful place. Like Hungary is a beautiful place. Hungary has, like for example, Hungary has a beauty tax. If you're a new builder and you want to build something that does not preserve the traditional beauty, you have to pay an additional tax if you want to put in like a modern building. Like you need to keep the architecture. And Hungary has a very mixed architecture. Like you can have French, Greek, English, Victorian, Gothic, but as long as it's like one of these traditionally beautiful architectures, as long as it's the facade, you're fine. Otherwise, you need to pay an additional tax because they really want to make sure that the city stays as beautiful as possible. I really love that about Hungary. Like they have that. Anyway, let's continue. The pieces clicked together, and I voiced the other memory I saw back at the House of Spiders. So yeah, we are at... Oh my god, and there's a basketball court over here. Oh my god, this is literally Erzsébet. Literally Erzsébet Park. There you go. I did not want to be right. Did you ever come here with a puppy named Sorrow? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the court is there. Like, yeah, no, like, now that you mention it, if we go back, literally Erzsébet Park. That's Elizabeth Park, so that would mean we are in the... What district is this? Because 9th district is over here. We might be in the 9th district? No, that's not Erzsébet. Here is Erzsébet. 2nd district, I think? Budapest districts. Okay, let me see. So this would be 5th district? I think this is 5th. I mean, the easiest way for me to see. No, wrong one. The easiest thing for me to see would be to click over here, and it is 5th district. Yeah, 5th district. Yeah, we're in Hungary and Budapest, 5th district. There you go. Not from this side. It's a little bit more visible from this end. Here's the basketball court. There are, of course, the buildings are a little bit higher. I don't remember that thing being there, so that's probably like a temporary fair kind of thing. Here's the walk. There's the trash cans. Yep. E-corp. Oh, so E-corp is so E-corp is right around the corner from the Hungarian parliament. Holy Limbus engine update looks so real. I know, right? I didn't know welcome today. Okay, so we can now establish that E-corp is in the district that used to be Budapest. Because Budapest is over here. The center of the city is in Új-Székesfehérvár, which is over here. When you interview with Kaya Husky, is based in the city of Hungary. Yes. E-corp is District 5. Wait, is E-corp actually District 5 in... Wait, E-corp is canon District 5 in Limbus Company. And we are in Erzsébet Park on the 5th district of Budapest. Where the fuck is it? Here's no, Nagycsáro, Gazország has Erzsébet Park, Elizabeth Park, E-corp. Yeah, each district is a number and everything, but there you go. E-corp is the former capital of Hungary. It's the former capital. Directed by Hideo Kojima. No, written by Hideo Kojima, directed by Kaye. No, written by Kayeha, directed by Hideo Kojima. There you go. There are so many levels of this. Like, look at this. Here's Erzsébet Park, where we currently are. Here is the Hungarian parliament. And by now, we have established that after so many world wars, Budapest fell at some point. So they rebuilt this whole area because the capital, the center of the city is now centered around Székesfehérvár, what used to be nowadays Székesfehérvár, Új-Székesfehérvár, New Székesfehérvár. Because we have Balaton over here, the Sea of Hungary, and the first thing I hear is Funky! Look, Funky, welcome today, look at that, look at this, look at this. We are at this park, over here. Literally, Erzsébet Park, Elizabeth Park, in the 5th district of Hungary. Look at that. Look at that. Where's the angle? Where's the angle? This wrong side. Wrong side. Wrong side. Wrong side. Need to go to the lower side. Here we go. This one over here. Where the fuck is it? Here's the basketball court. Here's the walkway. There's the freaking double trash can. We just dropped in the 5th district, in the 5th district of the city. Elizabeth Park, Elizabeth Square, is in the 5th district of Budapest. Even the benches look similar. I'm telling you. That's City Drive menu, and you can each district is in Hungary. Yes, no. Like we have established that the lake is on the other one. So yeah. Well, is there a Batory Park? Because of a name, I don't fucking know, dude. Don't ask me. Can argue with him because he's right. I know! I know! This is insane! I just wanted to give you a random example of what Hungarian parks look like, and we ended up actually finding E-corp. Surely that's a different Elizabeth. Elizabeth is just Elizabeth, a very common, like a big name. Like there's a bunch of like, you know, just like István, like Saint István, like Saint Stephen, kind of thing. You know, Szabadság, Arany János, kind of thing. So yeah, no, then yeah. We're missing is a McDonald's around the corner. Do not tempt fate. Do not tempt fate. So yeah, we have now established that E-corp is old Budapest. Új Székesfehérvár is going to be the center of the city, the capital, and Lake Balaton is what is now known as the Great Lake, or as the it's the Great Lake, right? It's the Great Lake. And then we have the border to Montenegro right here. So yeah, this whole thing happens in Hungary, and I am once again vindicated. Holy shit! Somebody share this with Kaya. Somebody share with this Kaya. Oh my god.
Not a puppy, though. Saru was a bit bigger by then.
There you go. Like, even the lamps are a similar style, dude. Oh my god. Better games and PM universe. You have a Spec Ops LCA agent and have to go facilities, wings, evading guards, and normalities. I love that the world has so many opportunities to it. It would be incredible, yeah.
Sorry, hurt a lot, didn't it? I should have finished my homework faster.
Says Sarah. Oh my god, it's a pup. It's a bigger pup. Oh my god. Yeah, to South Korea, Hungary, let's go. Dude, Hungary, they're not hardcore capitalist, but they do love their capitalism over here. Yes. Smoke Total War. I mean, we are getting a, like, modern war. Like, we're getting a Warhammer 40k Total War. Which means, like, that kind of warfare is not that far off from Total War. Total War is one of my favorite franchises ever. Like, one of my favorite games ever is Total War, Attila. So, yeah. Yeah, very fluffy.
Why isn't she getting any better? Give her lots to eat. I know. When I go for walkies, you love walkies, don't you, Saru?
Says Saru.
There's this workshop Dad always visits. The door there's connected to a park. We can go right now.
Says Saru. Ryoshu's childhood memory burned bright in my vision before her passing. That was her as a kid? Verily, such gentleness doth seem most unlike thee, young Ryoshu.
Hey, Clock. Who said you could show them my memories willy-nilly?
No, come on, it's not something I can control.
Chi-chi.
Back in the House of Spiders, I was the only one who could see the vision of Ryoshu's past. This time, though, her memories seemed to manifest for everyone around, just like we've experienced in N-corp with Honglu. Get good? Yep. Get good. Which probably means...
Oh, you're staring at me? That's so random, what the hell? Did you not see her just now? See what? You guys only got all together?
Guess it doesn't apply to Kira. Then again, unlike how it was between Ling Dayu and Hong Lu, Kira doesn't have any direct connection to Ryoshu. I guess it makes sense. Embarrassing Ryoshu with childhood memory photos? Yes. Was that adorable Hong, that companion of old? Young Ryoshu.
Indeed, my one and only best friend. And because of that, sorrow would be locked away in the vault every time I had to depart on an assignment with a spiral driven through her.
Better decide to show them in childhood photos? Yes.
The first ever leash. Looking back, might have been the kinder fate had she died sooner.
To inflict such cruelty on a voiceless animal. How can such wickedness be born? What happened to Sorrow? What happened to Sorrow in the end?
She died before her time. I don't recall why, but there was this day when Sorrow wouldn't stop whimpering in pain and I shut myself in my room crying.
You, eh? Not someone else?
Who else? Oh, see, it was me.
Even after witnessing the fragment of memory, Heathcliff looked utterly unconvinced.
And while I was grieving, Callisto offered a solution. Said he would give me a gift the next day. What I received was something he called the Beastbone Blade, a tanto that would whine and yelp in Sorrow's voice with every swing. Ew, no way! I always knew there was something creepy with Robo-Unk. So that's how you killed your dog, huh? No, he didn't kill Sorrow. That tanto was alive.
Did you just say alive? Robo-Unk, yep. Oh my god, Callisto. Not only is Callisto degenerate, he's a Drukari. He's Drukari. He's Drukari. Drukari in 40k, they turn living beings into living furniture. Or living objects. Isn't Callisto dead? He is now.
Bloody hell. Right, another that psycho.
Her eyes were embedded in it like adornments. They'd stare at me in accusation. Tiny heartbeat was thought it was quaking with fear.
Still better than 3 other nurse fathers? That's the worst part, yeah.
It was a horrible sight, and I felt pity.
Destiny casually turning gods into guns? Well, that too, yes.
So I shortened that remained of her time with my own hands.
Garvey, think I hear all that. Why do you still mess with that art thing then? Let's be honest, if seeing something like that, you'd want to steer well clear, yeah?
Right! Those things were called artworks. Were also cursed. Straight off nightmare fuel. Like, I haven't really checked out other ring artworks outside of Vina and her nurse fathers, so maybe I'm just a noob when it comes to all that, but yeah, their stuff never gave me any art vibes for real. I thought the same.
Doesn't Trazen do something similar? Trazen freezes things in time. So basically what Trazen does is that he captures moments in time. Like he just collects something and he has basically stasis fields that freeze time. So that time stops going forward in whatever he captures. So he will like go to a battlefield and like see like a really cinematic piece and he will just toss his Pokeball and freeze it in time. So if anything, it's like N-corp technology, not so much what the Drukari do. So Trazen would just collect scenes. Yeah. That's probably a school within the ring. No. What Trazen does is... So he could capture the Smoke War, parts of it, yeah. Yeah, like he could see like a really cool charge that he likes, and he would just put a stasis field on it, put it in his Pokeball, and then put it on display on his planet. Yeah. More like what the time, yeah, more akin to what the Time Ripper was doing, but instead of doing it with individual people, he would do it with however much he wanted, and then keep them all for display. Like capture experiences, yeah. Yeah, Trazen the Infinite, he's a kleptomaniac, and he will capture anything he wants. If he sees something he wants for his collection, he just captures it and takes it. So yeah, it's like the Time Ripper, but instead of using the time stasis as a means, the time stasis for like time for being the means for revenge or something like that, it's the means to grow his collection. So welcome today, and see how you doing. The painting of Leviathan, I think it's something similar, yeah, like the paintings from Leviathan. Yes, that it's a moment captured in time, but instead of being like the emotion, it's the actual moment. Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane how much Trazen, I think it's I forget the name of his planet right now. The Imperium trying to spoil. I mean, he has it's a meme mainly that he has like he has a Primarch in his collection. That's a meme. It's not confirmed, but he does have several Imperial armies. He's got but just like Trazen the Infinite is a parody of the Warhammer Collector, the ones that just buy a bunch of armies and just put them on display. So yeah, it's more like he has I forget the name of this thing, but yeah, Blood Ravens have mugs with Trazen. Oh yeah, no, like Trazen steals from the Blood Ravens. Dorn alive theory, is it not true? I mean, it is theorized that he is alive, and Trazen has the glove. So yeah, no, we don't know. Like, we don't know if Dorn is alive or not, but we will see. We will see where they take the story.
Well, I was terrified at first, yet as I learned more, there were some facets that suited my taste.
Honors, do they not have honors among thieves? More like rival thieving factions. You know, like, Trazen is, like, he can just show up wherever he can, take whatever he can, and just take it back to his planet and put it on display. In his collection, he has a leftist that would condemn moderates as far right. Oh yeah, no. Like, the lore of his planet is he has a whole planet to himself, and his personal collection is a museum estimated to be the size of New York City. And that's just his personal museum, where he just has his favorite exhibits. And then he has a bunch of other stuff just on display. Because Trazen has been doing this for literal millions of years. Give Sonichu in his collection as a cursed relic? Yes. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. That's the kind of kleptomaniac Trazen is. Trazen, I need to play Rogue Trader, yeah. I need to play Rogue Trader. Anyway. Thou findest appeal those grotesque creations.
From what you've told me about Callisto, looks like he failed to stick to his own advice. But there's something he always used to say.
School Blood Ravens when Trazen was a teacher? Yes. The Blood Ravens, by the way, that's a Space Marine chapter that was done for the game Dawn of War. And they would, for inexplicable reasons, have artifacts that belong to other chapters. So the meme became that they just steal from other chapters, and they just went with it. Space Marine equivalent of Gypsies. Gypsy Space Marines, yeah, there you go. Yeah, Gypsy Space Marine chapter, yeah. Like, they just have a bunch of artifacts, yeah. I love them. Yep, the loots, yep.
Art is wholly subjective, and thus one must never expect to understanding of others.
And by the way, Space Marine 2, you can, for the special missions, you can get the Blood Raven's armor for it.
The uncanny, the horrible, there's a beauty that lies in the grotesque of it all.
I can't say I quite get it, but if you say so. Ah, bloody hell, how do you end up getting used to that kind of thing?
Why do you need to understand? You're not an artist.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you! Appeal to identity fucking fallacy. Fuck you, that's the elitist kind of bullshit. No. 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 Okay, so another way to put it, the Ring is like a museum of fine arts. Treason is a museum of history. But, word on his bat say otherwise. The word on his bat says otherwise, yes. Look at her smirking. She's rage baiting. Yeah, she's rage baiting.
I got used to it. That bastard Callisto's installation artworks caused night terrors and nightmares for him.
Rattle. The scabbard moved, and Ryoshu came to a pause. What art does she like? It's not like she's killing people. Yeah, I know, right? It trembled, but there was at once a strange liveliness to it, as though it quivered between fear and anticipation. That's Disney adult mentality? Yup.
Night terrors, crying from nightmares. In the house of spiders. There was actually someone who got scared of Ring stuff back in your day. I need to check something. We've seen enough here, let's go back.
Yeah, let's. Nothing else worth checking around here anyway. That's it, Achievement Park! Well, so many unused ones in the files too, nice. With the inspection complete, we quickly followed Ryoshu back. She stood in front of the artworks covered in sheets of cloth, lost in thought.
Right here. There used to be a huge artwork displayed here. I don't know what kind of impulse struck him, but the bastard went about fussing, saying he needed practice so he wouldn't lose his touch. Mommy! What's wrong? Yeah! I told you to keep the exhibition in your room.
Ah, you returned, Yoshihide. I decided to attempt an installation art of a somewhat of larger scale time, but I ran out of space in my gallery.
Mommy! People were screaming!
Dearest Yoshihide, Araya has reached an age where she may be introduced to the world of aesthetics. Surely this wouldn't be a problem?
It would. You liking it and me acquiring the taste doesn't mean Araya will.
And she's scared.
Let's get you back to our room.
God, I'm glad Callisto's dead.
I was hugging something in my arms. He was crying. Sarah, no. Too big to be sorrow.
Lacerated memories can never be made whole, no matter how many fragments are glued together. We could tell Ryoshu everything we knew about Araya, but it never truly reached her.
I see. This hollow void. This must be Araya.
Leisto stopped afterwards. It just had a bit too much gore, art, autism. Ooh. He did. Okay, so at least he listened, yeah. Sensation and emotion for what's been emptied begin to entangle Ryoshu's memories. And that makes it possible for us to reminisce about Araya together. The soft rattle Araya gave seemed to show how pleased she was with this small step. Alright, time to check out the next door. We entered several more back doors that Alan pointed out. But unfortunately, none of the places we ended up at stirred Ryoshu's memories any further.
Pretty much nothing here. I think we're... What the... How'd they get in here?
Startled, Kira pointed ahead, where figures wearing animal masks were hauling what looked like a massive lumps of flesh hidden behind a tent of sorts. Ah, those ring assailants from before. Didst thou not say that hast sealed the door earlier? How then does these villains come to stand before us once more?
They probably infiltrated via an entirely separate route. Not a back door. That's not my responsibility. We need to have a meeting about that. We needed to circle back to that.
Oh god.
As you can see, their objective appears to be retrieval of the Ringner's father's artworks.
Get on with it!
We need to know as many pieces as we can. We'll be rippled out. Wait, but I thought Robo-Hunk was washed. He's got so many fanboys and fangirls here.
Does this artwork possess value? Does this artwork possess value in and of itself? Or is it just a case of posthumous premium of death effect? Think about it.
Some pieces have already been taken. Of course, they are little value to both our companies, so they're just there for shareholder value.
Watching them sweating and struggling to drag those mediocre pieces with them. Pretty funny. Ha ha ha. But imagining how those pieces will be labeled with some pathetic notion of heritage connected to my name on their description plaques. Pretty unsavory.
Does Kira is? Yes, she is.
They may be occupied with transporting those objects right now, but they will likely soon find a cause to harm the Wayfarer and SEN personnel stationed here. Take the manager. He would be prudent to eliminate them without delay, considering the ring's reputation.
Otis is right. Better to wipe them out before they try anything stupid. Ready to delegate responsibility? Yes. Voice for, there's an old man gibberish. I have done that, but that was not him. Art becomes pricier when the author dies? Yes. Guys, looks like we got another job to do. Lend me a hand. The radio didn't buzz with the sinner's replies this time, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Fucking energy bait park. Alright. Okay, it's the same guys as before. They just win rate, go! Oh, something, yes. Roll the don't you fucking dare. Oh yeah, there she is. Kira. Get on, nerd! Is someone here sitting on a toilet or something? That would be awkward, yes. Name is Stream, decided. Look, welcome today. How you doing? Appreciate it. It is the best, worst voice acting you've never heard. It is hardcore to never use prescript skills. Yep. Game mechanic, P-enter, yep. She was just getting attacked, don't worry. She planned to lose the clash? Sure, a tactical retreat, is it? Anyway, win rate! Fine, we're gonna do the prescripts. Go! Oh, come on, Honglu. I see. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Alright, let's see. Oh, there you go. Ryoshu doing the heavy lifting as usual. This is why they kicked him out. Yep. Trying to lay hang. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to do that one of these days. Honglu is trolling? Yes, he is. Yes, he absolutely is. Rolo is saying to a mere student, maybe he really is washed. It fits the man, and he's hopeless. Alright, fine, you get to dodge. Piece of shit. Second 6 turns? Nice. That's pretty good. There he goes. Nice. 13 turns. Had to go to the second team. 2% HP left. Nice. Nice. I still need to do him once. Robong, truly washed. Yep. Absolutely. Nice, Ryoshu. Nice. Alright. There you go. And she's doing another one. Ha ha! Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more at the curva. Oh my god. Okay, I need to see if there's any special statuses on fucking Honglu. Hang on. I need to check Honglu. Hang on. Does he have any special statuses or something? Malak reign the perfect names of the power that shall reign over the kingdom. Oh, he's debuffed because of that. The mold colors. Okay, he doesn't have anything special right now. He just sucks today. Dodge again. Oh my god. Oh, resonating in 18. Okay. Nice, nice. Yeah, I haven't done any refractorial, so yeah. You're right, how low turn counts? Me neither. I haven't even done the first one. So. I haven't even done the first one. I still need to do the hard modes one of these days. One of these days we're gonna sit down and just do all of them. Clash conditions probably, yeah. One of these days we're just gonna sit down and just play it out. Hard mode's annoying. I mean, it's supposed to be difficult, and he's still not dodging. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, Honglu is not doing well today. And he's staggered. Well, he's staggered. Not much we can do. So if he dies, he dies. If he dies, Ryoshu gets buffed. So I win either way. I win either way. What was that? Anyway. Oh. Damn it. He's... Oh, fuck. He's not gonna die. So ironic is hilarious. Yes, ring on ring violence. As usual, yes. Alright, let's go. Ring Heisho. You ring Heisho to the boss? Okay. And we don't have that many Heisho, so I got nothing. He unstaggers himself. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. There you go. He's finally he was warming up. There you go. There you go. That's more like it. That's more like it. Oh shit, I need to give Faust the special one. Oh yeah, she's ready. She is ready to go. Nice. Nice. Oh god, we got Echo Shear. Okay. Die to the first coin. There you go, GG. Asian in the 10s, water camera span, yeah.
With this, the last of the ring's infiltrators have been eradicated.
Is that all of them?
Ryoshu kept glancing around as if searching for someone, but fortunately, no other ring members were in sight.
Right, but where the hell are those not coming from anyway? We're just first way. More starts lagging in from the back like they've been lurking somewhere else.
Sorry, I needed to burp.
According to the tracking lines recorded by the surveillance devices installed here, they appear to have crossed over from another corridor, one we needed to circle back to.
Another corridor?
What precisely does the designation another corridor refer to?
The room resembling a shopping mall, one filled with patches of toys and displays. Your company, if I recall correctly, is a corridor of the middle nurse fodder. Very nice, very good labeling, good marketing. I suggest we relocate there. Your assigned tasks here have been wrapped up. Oh, and before we set off, do you have any information to share in advance? It's gonna go in your performance review.
Pedro, welcome to How you doing?
We're planning on a comprehensive encyclopedia cataloging the notable characteristics of these corridors and all the connections lucky. Our cooperation will be most appreciated. This will increase shareholder value.
Share against the guy with like 6 health? Yep. Kira seemed to hesitate, gnawing at her nails as if she were going through an inner struggle. Before long, however, she snapped out of it like she just locked in on a decision.
Sure, I got stuff to tell you, like hella stuff. Some parts are kinda fuzzy, not gonna lie, but I can still recall like 20 places clear enough. I mean, it was home for me and Papa, so...
I got nothing. I never once regarded that fucker's room as a home, and my memories of it are all fragments at best.
Scabbard gave a faint, restless stir. Perhaps it wanted to comfort Ryoshu in the only way it could. And accompanied by its tremors, we began our move toward the corridor of the middle. Oh boy.
Nice.
Nice! Oh god. It's so nice. So good. Oh! That's part 1. Nice. 957. School. Let's see what we've got over here. Let's go to school.
The heck? They sorted everything that wasn't nailed down, huh?
Fret not! ISP tether, half of thy worldly possessions, articulated fixer figurines, video game cartridges.
I'm not talking about my toy box, okay? I had a hella many of them anyway. My TV's gone. The couch, too.
The background music is great. Like, this background music is reminding me of, like, Tony Hawk games. Oh my god, this is bringing back... Like, yeah, this is reminding me of, like, Tony Hawk, Need for Speed. You know, oh my god. As Kira said, only a conspicuous empty space was left where the television and family couch set used to be. Does the ring have gypsies too? Yes, that's the Fauvists, yes. Not only are they furries, they're also gypsies and Disney adults. Look at that. It's like, they really went for the worst of all people. The shit stains still on the ground. I think those are blood trails. I think that's blood. It could also be shit. Rich, but he can't hire maids? Yep.
Oh, those. LC researchers hold them away. From the sound of it, they're going to set them up in their staff lounge. It's good for company morale, along with the pizza party. As for the leather and ornaments, they said they'll be selling them off.
Yeah?
Otis seemed not to notice something the moment she caught Kira's wistful look. The corners of her lips curled into a faint smile as she spoke with feigned nonchalance.
Who knows? With sufficient cooperation, perhaps they'd be more receptive of the idea of returning the items.
That don't make much. I never said I wanted them back.
Why doesn't he have the helmet on now? Because there might be danger, so...
Anyway, I'll tell you all about what I know, so come this way if you want in. These two doors here, made for paper and wood, they connect to S-corp. And that one reinforced with steel, that one leads to V-corp, back streetswear.
Having lived there and made frequent use of the doors herself, Kira was clearly the right person for the job. Identifying where each door the Wayfarer Company had asked us to explore led. Directed by Akira and accompanied by Alan, we checked the doors one by one. Remains in the city, they're butlers and retired fixers. Yeah, so they probably wouldn't work for a syndicate. Yeah, probably they're the...
Good work. Our data seems to match. Thanks for your cooperation. We're gonna give you a pizza party.
Kiddo totally play Tony Hawk and Need for Speed? 100%, yeah. Until there was just one back door left open.
I know this ain't it. No. I gotta say, these back doors are just too convenient. Them portals, too. It ain't doing anything shady like warp trains either, is it? Yours as simple as turning the knob and enter. Seems to me you'll outpace your business rival in no time. I'm a bit pressed to agree with the too convenient sentiment when it comes to using backdoors and portals, but since your intent was to claim welfare superiority to the current W-corp, I'll take that as a compliment. Did I say something wrong?
Every technology comes with a cost, Heathcliff.
Aptly said. While this has been our workday relatively free of casualties thanks to the quality information you have provided, you understand our Wayfair Company's primary service includes pathfinding, path security, and path maintenance. That has a lot of churning with that. We have to build a plane as we fly it. Internet service is fraught with life-threatening dangers for our employees. Some of them never return after embarking on a pathfinding journey. Some are killed by battling monstrous entities, whose exact natures haven't been confirmed yet. They appear in the liminal space between paths, a complete nightmare for our knowledge base.
Stuff in please. Yep.
It also costs a pretty penny to keep the secure path secure. It's a worthy investment, though. I'd say operating costs is on the rather safe side, especially considering that we are also trying to prevent our rivals from taking this corner of the market.
Oh god, what you saw said, there you go. Loki, just the back rooms? No, Murph, I mean, not just the back rooms. Don't forget what the back rooms was based off of. Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. doors is the technology. That's the technology. We have established that this takes place at the same time as Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. is happening as Limbus Company is happening. New York turned into a monster dystopia. Or utopia, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we have a bunch of monsters in the Americas. The Canadians are the gnomes. So yeah. Yeah. Already discussed what Wayfair has as real Monsters Inc. doors. They are just replicating the technology. I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up in New York City and they just took the Monsters Inc. technology. So is Megumi a gnome then? I mean, she's a slime girl, but she totally would be, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. Thinking back, I don't think I've ever seen Alan enter a door to a new location with his helmet off. Must be one of his precautions, just in case. Yep. A slime gnome? More like a slime gremlin. Don't forget, girls are gremlins, boys are goblins. Maybe his dry smile and unsettling lack of reaction to anything are hints that he's simply seen too much to be fazed by most horrors. And all are freaks? Yes.
Still, our work's gotten considerably easier for this job thanks to the help from everyone here. Honestly, this partnership's working much better than I'd expected. This is increasing so much shareholder value. Very well. Let's take a look at the last door.
Ah, it's a door Papa used to walk through all the time.
Followed Kieran to the door, and the second I crossed over the threshold, a breeze carrying an oddly familiar salty smell tickled the tip of my one of my clock hands.
This connects to somewhere in the general Great Lake area, teams!
Welcome to you, Corpse Giant Stingray port ship.
Stingray, huh? Why does that ring a bell?
Hang on a minute. Is that place in it? That bullshit is on the private hair salon.
Heathcliff chimed in with a shudder as though the sheer weight behind his words terrified him.
Oh, does that signify then that we shall finally be made an audience to young Heathcliff and his hairdo most luscious?
Marsal hair coupons quick, yup. We're back at the fucking ocean. It's not the ocean. It's Lake Balaton. It's Lake Balaton. We have established that this is in Újszékesfehérvár, and we are now at Lake Balaton. Let me bring Google Street View and just look at. It's covered by trees. Let me find a better view. Let's see. Here we go. This should be river. This should be the bank, and it's covered by. Stop covering the fucking lake! Jesus! Oh my fucking god. Let's see. Balaton Világos. Hopefully from. Look at that. Look at that! It goes on forever. Go, you can barely see the other side. I wonder what it looks like from this end, actually. Let's see. Maybe from here. Holy shit, look at that. Look at that. Like, this is the edge on one end. This looks like a fucking sea. Holy shit, there you go. So yeah, it is Lake Balaton, so we are in Lake Balaton. Chances are, with all the different wars that we ended up having throughout the years, it expanded, so, you know.
Quit with that nonsense, lass. Why couldn't you know when you were so cavalier about blasting my villagers' eyes back in the lake?
The Great Lake Balaton, it probably grew, yeah.
Indeed. Alas, 'tis true that punishment wrought upon our merry band hath severely outweighed the crime. Wouldst thou not agree, on Heathcliff, that to put the coupons to use would remedy the pain in a smidge?
Ah, bugger it. I ain't even gonna want to spurs up for anymore.
Sweet, then can I use them? We were regulars at that Molu place, Papa and me.
Also was infested by Lovecraftian whales? Yes.
Papa would ask the middle fam for a favor, and he'd bring lots of coupons back home. They'd give away a hair coupon every 10 visits, you see, so when I'm yapping about all excited.
Kira, who seemed ready to launch into a cheerful rant, came to an abrupt pause like a bike tripping on a ledge. Her face fell as she lowered her gaze and scuffed a pebble away.
Looking back, I guess Papa did hella care for me, so what? And so the truth, these guys went out their way to get me out of here, even though they didn't know me well, so... Ugh, it's gonna be so complicated!
Matthias gave you that unaesthetic BC.
Hexa BC?
Bullcut.
Bro, listen! Like I said, that's not how you shorten these things!
She is successfully rage baited. Some reason, Ryoshu seemed almost gleeful to hear Kira correcting her acronym. It was reminiscent of that self-satisfied look she'd get after confusing us with these acronyms, especially during the early days of our bus journey. Thinking back, ever since Sinclair's translations became reliable enough, sinners had less reason to voice their frustrations with Ryoshu's acronyms, which in turn gave her fewer causes to snicker about. I'm not sure why, but something tells me that she might be making her acronyms ridiculously incomprehensible on purpose.
If your conjecture is correct, Executive Manager, she has one tasteless sense of humor.
That was dumb. That was more than realized with through injustice, that childish comparisons. This night dumb, that challenge adversity, gain the power of silver lighting, salon time. Yep.
From what I recall, the toys and games you was into were pretty retro. Must have been annoying to play along.
At first, but the more I played along, the more I got into it.
Don't forget, 10th century AT. The stuff we have now would be considered like super extra mega ancient retro. So we're talking about Expedition 33 is the stuff of legends and myths. You know, like, they would be seeing gaming as we are doing right now, the way we see chess. Matthias Blade starts, it is still not finished. Yep, it's still not done. They're on like version 3000, like they're on like version like alpha 0.3550.3. It's Final Fantasy with Kira. Fucking based.
Still corny and juvenile as shit, though.
I know out of that conflict within thee, trifling and apocryphal they may yet be, yet we are all compelled to peer inwards at the interests of the family.
Yeah, I wanted to know what Papa was into. Really get what he was talking about. Besides, I needed to know these things if I wanted to chat him up and talk about mutual subjects, so...
And Monster Hunter and Warhammer. From the uptight story of Ishmael, like Kira Ishmael, we know that they played Warhammer and D&D, so...
He'd tell me about you all the time, Yoshihide. Proud shit. Not a day went by without him saying stuff like, Yoshihide learned this in 2 days, or yo, this was Yoshihide safe, you know?
Too bad I wasn't there to tell you that all his words weren't worth shit.
Matthias is confirmed to be a 40k fan. Everyone's a 40k fan, you just don't know it yet. Makes sense, Otis would enjoy war games, yeah.
I once thought of him the same way as you do now. Good man, at least amongst the nurse fathers, caring enough to bring me gifts.
There houses more than one chapter, probably, yeah. Yeah.
One day, I realized he'd never understand the things I really cared about, even if his life had depended on it.
One day, you sayest. Pray tell, was it aught that had changed with thy perception of that man?
That, I don't remember when or why, it's just that it happened.
There's talk much about it and actually interested. It is so much fun. 40k is my favorite sci-fi setting. More than Limbus. That's how much I love 40k. Like, I bought a 3D printer just to be able to print minis or proxies to play Warhammer. Matthias is the real Trazen to an extent. Yeah, that's how much I love 40k. I have a good chunk of the games of 40k. I love playing through them. It's such a fun setting. So yeah, he didn't even open them. Yeah, he's like the box collector, yeah. No, so he wouldn't be like Trazen. He would be like the bad guy from Toy Story 2. You know, the guy that tries to collect Woody to sell him to a Japanese museum? Starts off as 3 dudes inside an apartment full of sawdust? Yes.
Wait, I might know this. It wasn't something that happened at school. Papa told me that things started getting awkward between you and him ever since you quit school.
Bullshit! Never been to school. Never even thought of wanting to go to school. Tyus must have been talking on his ass again.
Huh? No way, bro! I even saw a clip of it.
What?
Papa showed me that video. He was teaching me how to use these doors. I even saw a baby you goofing a muff to school that in that video, so I'm pretty dang sure.
But I don't.
As Kira went on, Ryoshu's confidence from her initial retort seemed to slip away. Couldn't blame her, so much of her memory had been mutilated. They clipped your shit? Yeah, they clipped Yoshihide, yep. Ryoshu didn't sound like she was denying it out of hand, though. It seemed to mean it when she said she'd never been to school and had never even wanted to. And I want to glimpse the fragment of memory that made her say that. The moment I willed it, a scene from her past suddenly flashed across my eyes. I am not emotionally prepared for this. Are we about to see schoolgirl Ryoshu? Are we about to see schoolgirl Ryoshu?
Very well, Yoshihide. I will tell you to join an institution that is not similar from school. There is a redacted subsidiary of the, oh no, it's the ring. Oh, the ring. I don't know who's saying that.
Academy? You sure it was a school? Like an art academy or something like that, I could. But a chance it'd be an academy, not a school.
Wait, that kind of makes more sense, yeah. Must have been an academy, not a school.
That might have been Callisto. That might have been Callisto, yeah.
Academy of Art.
I just had a deja vu.
Ha!
Ryoshu muttered a few words as though they were pieces of a puzzle she was assembling. Then, after a brief moment, she turned toward me with an astounded scoff and look of mild irritation.
Clock! You deserve a smack.
Ah! Callisto wasn't his Vulcan arc? Yes. Then lightly smacked me upside the head with her scabbard. What was that for?
This memory sucks, Clock. I would have been just fine without it. But at least I got to remember the incident that changed my perspective on Matthias.
Right, so went to the corridor or something? Let me have it.
Dad, how do I get to a school?
School, Yoshihide. I don't see why you would wish, let alone need, to go to such an institution when we, nurse fathers, are here to provide you with all the education you require. You would later find our technique style of homeschooling to have even more enlightening than that trudging through the nurse formulaic educational systems.
But Dad, I saw in a picture book, and I don't have any friends here.
Oh, Rhiannon is pointless. It is true that there are qualities that can be learned only through group erudition that engenders competition. Very well, Yoshihide. I will register in an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school.
Really?
I intend to send Yoshihide to an academy that's part of the education curriculum. There is an academy of art, subsidiary of the ring. Companionship with other talented children of approximate age will nourish the spirit of inspiration that will guide Yoshihide's growth. The prescript approves. But Callisto, I'll tell you now that you might be making a mistake. And how are you so certain of that? Do elaborate if you can. Hand puppet of the prescripts, whom every aspect of existence is articulated. What do you even know of choice? What is right or wrong? And off they went. Perhaps a little more situational awareness would have prevented what is to come.
Callisto had found me a rather decent academy.
It does not get along with him. They do not get along with each other, yeah.
The artwork ones that used to scare me when I was alone weren't so bad when I was with other kids. No, that's not quite it. It'd be more accurate to say that I started to understand people's perspective on beauty. Of course I would. Then all we ever did was nod along to the lectures and spout purple prose, all the while making concussions out of people's bodies like it was nothing.
Our lesson today will focus on corporate techniques. Now take a look at the diagram here, and then the mannequins before you, with the blood vessels in the same pattern as the diagram. And
Like corporate studies, nerds. What? I part of science start to show me the color and dropping because you're better. I read in the book. Yeah, I'm an excited to learn a corporate technique on this crap. Now, I see it's all washed up, maybe a bit of curriculum. It's just boring shadow core stuff.
No, it's just... Yeah, it's gory, but it's boring and shallow only because you guys are bad at it.
She's defending her dad. The fact that the ring has an educational system. Well, yeah, what better way to keep the Disney adults than to make more Disney adults than to make Disney children? Callisto's such a bum, every kid hates it. Yep.
What? Are you mad because your dad is an incorporist? No, is he? No, he's just a... Ow!
I was taught that people who say bad things about a family is sent to get their butt kicked. About Math and Callisto wasn't actually what set me off. Didn't have any special reverence or attachment to family, like Matthias did either. It's just that I was taught to dislike. That's all. Just one of those tantrums kids of that age have. Kid kids and all that. I'm home, Dad.
Hey, buddy, you came up early. Oh man, I must have been playing rough today. You got dust all over.
Got into a fight.
A fight?
Yeah, they kept saying dumb things about class stuff, so I smacked them.
What about you? They didn't hit you anywhere, did they, buddy?
On my cheek, but it's okay, because I punched them this many times. Then I get good.
That's my girl.
Yeah? Where are you going?
Oh, yeah, no. Just got some business to take care of.
Indoctrination of children. Every child needs to be indoctrinated. Every single child needs to be indoctrinated. You just need to have the right doctrine. Because human beings, our nature can be pretty fucked up. And it is through good education and good doctrine that we get to overcome it. And that is a learned behavior. Behold, entirely reasonable middle response. Yes. Yes.
Why don't you sit tight and work on that coloring book? That'll be home before you know it.
Okay. Is it bro business?
No, it's family business.
Guess so? Yeah. Like, if you want your kids to be civilized, you have to indoctrinate them into being civilized. Yeah, otherwise it's very difficult for a savage to adapt to a civilized society. That's the responsibility of the parents and teachers. Yeah. Yeah. These are grade 1 kids. Yep.
It seems what's so better take care of your own. And snotty sods don't let respect as you beat them into it.
If only you'd been a simple-minded fool like you, then the story would have ended right here with a pat on my head.
What?
Abe's clueless. Amen.
Papa, I mean, the middle doesn't stop there. It never does. You hurt a member of the family. That automatically gets you written up in the book.
Yeah, and he did what he did in the end. Huh?
He took out the teacher. Oh my god. These grades were up against.
There you are, Yoshihide. It's just starting already. My diligent little girl. Wonder who she takes after.
Dad?
I know. I said I'll be back before you know it, but I got a bit lost trying to find my way to the ring past the sticky mazes. You know how they are. Oh yeah, and there are so many never bad here. As for that crimes, they slapped my body's face hard enough to leave a mark. That's a norm for ya. As for the instructor, well, anyone who'd agree that they did one sorry job keeping these strikes under control. In that case, pursuant to Title 2, Section 52 of the book, execution by beheading. They clearly don't got much shoes for that sits on their shoulders, eh? How you like it, buddy? Papa the best, didn't he?
dare he? Such senseless, barbaric violence! Uncultured, uncivilized animal! Do not be discouraged, dearest Yoshida. I have eyed out yet another academy worthy of your talents. It's a much more significant and prestigious institution this time. I assure you, even an intemperate berserker like Matthias would dare force his way to such a place as he did in the previous academy.
Don't wanna.
Yoshida?
I don't wanna go to an academy. I don't wanna go.
For all the kids killed, the teacher gets the unsealed the elevator and fire the whole time. Truly a measured response for the middle. Yeah. Middle aura lost instantly. Yep. Middle was kid was he spilled ice cream on a big brother. Had the whole family marriage. We read that one. Yeah, we saw that one in one of the Update stories. Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. Yeah. Yep. Matthias single-handedly ruining the middle glaze they've been harboring for years. Yep. Yo, Ricardo would never. No, Ricardo not, but Matthias would. And don't forget, Matthias was kicked out on top of that. So, yeah. So, return call to 5? Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Traumatized Ryoshu from the educational system? 100%. 100%. She's not gonna want. She's gonna want to get homeschooled now.
I don't need friends anyway. For all his posturing, nothing that was ever important to me held any significance to Matthias. Took a lot away from me just to feel good about himself. So I hoped he, more than anyone, would never find out about the things I held dear. Cause I was afraid he would take them away from me like he did the others. But he'd always catch on faster than he had any right to.
Ryoshu is already microschooled? No, she was homeschooled. Microschooling is when you have more than one kid. So she was homeschooled. She was 100% homeschooled, yeah. I mean, 99% homeschooled. Yeah. Pretty chill. They're just pissed off his quasi-immortal gypsies stole their big bro's hair coupons. Yes.
Every contract that took me away from the house of spiders made me tremble in anxiety. Because I was worried about, I don't remember what, but I do know that I can never stop thinking about my room.
Has been there from the start. It would have been micro. The apprentices were microschooled. Ryoshu was homeschooled. The other ones, they knew each other. They would take classes together. They were microschooled.
So, whatever occupied the room in my absence must have been the most precious thing to me in the world.
A story, there's a grudge making a big brother sigh uncomfortably. Damn. The scabbard, which had been stirring lightly as Ryoshu recounted her past, soon began to rattle audibly.
It's doing that thing again.
Ryoshu patted the scabbard with a gentle, reassuring hand. The scabbard that once Soraya, memory without attachment. It appeared to me almost as though she was pacifying a crying child. But if she about death, naturally, yes. The apprentices were still homeschooled? Yes. So the difference between a homeschooling and microschooling is that microschooling is when you have multiple children being homeschooled at the same time at the same place. So you know how Ryoshu rotated her tutorings from the different nurse fathers? The other apprentices had the same thing. They would just have their main tutor, and then they would have shared time. So yeah, apprenticeship is right there. I think the new children, the new children would have been partially apprenticeship, partially microschooled. Probably, yeah. Because homeschooling often involves bringing tutors, outside tutors, to help with the education. Apprenticeship means you have one person and you're learning for a single skill set. So yeah, Each of the fingers got an apprentice. I mean, for them, not really. They wanted somebody to replace Ryoshu with. But not the index and the pinky. They did have them, though. Rien... Oh, yeah, no. No, that is odd, yeah! Yeah, the index and the pinky, they didn't have any. Yeah, shit, now that I think about it, yeah! For some... I guess they just really missed Ryoshu. Mr. JPC, thank you for the £5. Matthias just wanted an even smaller microscope for his girl, yes. Yep. Lucio learned only under Valentina. Him, probably, yeah. The other ones, yes. Took me a moment. No, yeah, I just had to, yeah, I had to realize, yeah. Yeah. Seeing that gesture, Heathcliff briefly cast a sullen yet faintly expectant gaze between Ryoshu's scabbard and my device. He must be thinking back to his last conversation with Catherine. As an outside tutor was brought in, wasn't he? Yes, he was. So Ryoshu was homeschooled, not just an apprenticeship. She was homeschooled. Sorting parents by least the most awful. Shiomi, Callisto, Rien, Matthias, Valentina. No, Shiomi was just as bad as Valentina. Valentina was physical abuse. Shiomi was emotional abuse. So Callisto, I would say, would have been so Shiomi would have been the most awful, along with Valentina. So yeah, Lomon's deleted by blood made up. I don't know. But Catherine's existence, unlike Raya's, was erased by the golden bow itself. Rien was the best parent. I do think Rien and Callisto, like Rien was the best parent because he genuinely loved Ryoshu. Callisto was the most, in a way, harmless. Then Matthias, then Valentina, equally bad with Shiomi. And Matthias, Shiomi, like Callisto, he was obsessed with art, and he just wanted somebody to share art with. So in that sense, he was very just harmless in that sense. Like, he didn't really do anything to Ryoshu herself, unlike what's her face, right? Rien genuinely loved Ryoshu, and he genuinely took care of her. He could not do anything without prescripts. Doing the right thing for the wrong reasons is better than doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. Rien, Callisto, Matthias, Shiomi, and Valentina. I would put Shiomi and Valentina as an equal, but then I agree with not courting. Yeah. Callisto's trying, but he's just close-minded? Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Was Rien, he only cared because the prescripts told him to. Doing the right thing for the wrong reason is better than doing the wrong thing for the right reason. And the example is, Rien did the right thing for the wrong reason. He did it because the prescript told him so. He still did the right thing. And he ended up defying the prescript at the very end. At the very end, he ended up, like, he might have started not caring for Ryoshu, but he ended up genuinely loving her to the point that he ended up defying the prescript to save her. He made that choice, and that is not a choice you make other than with love. In the end, he chose Ryoshu over the prescript. He started doing the right thing for the wrong reason, and he ended up doing the right thing for the right reason. Matthias, we just saw him do the wrong thing for the right reason. Yeah. Couple of good moments with Ryoshu, like when they shared a cigarette peacefully. Oh, Sir Valentina would never drink with Ryoshu in peace. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's how abuse is. Yeah. Anyway. I doubt this device could do anything for Heathcliff at this point.
From everything we know, the Ringnar's father seems to have been the least awful parental figure in their childhood.
Oh, yeah. Didn't know that Robo-Wunk was such a radical guy. He sent you on an academy like you. Sent you an academy like you wanted, and even got angry on your behalf.
Yep. We're running late. I mean, this is gonna be it, yeah.
Hazy memories, almost forgot to mention. Few days after that, Callisto left a snowman by my pillow as a gift. It was made of heads.
Heads.
Yes, decapitated heads from the incident at the academy, threaded together into a sculpture.
That's him expressing his love, but it's just twisted.
Thinking back was one sorry excuse for an art. He's sorely mistaken if he thought some low-effort bullshit like that could make me feel better.
Could have spared us the details, lass.
Well, with that covered, do you guys want to head back?
Hang on.
What's up? Gonna get that luscious treatment before heading back?
That ain't you! That ain't it! Look here! Those blokes walking out of sight. Found us, ain't they? They found us.
It would not be odd to find a field branch of the Ring's art movement in different districts of the city, especially that of the Faoist scale. However, various evidence such as their masks and the fact the group has immediately drawn their attention suggests that they are in the same pack as the one making regular incursions into the House of Spiders.
It's out to me! Speaking of the letter Allen, requesting immediate commands and like the Liggins!
Copy that.
And why don't we?
Holy shit, guys, stop!
Bloody hell, what?
Don't you know where you are? You're smack dab in the middle protected turf. Cassine and Bros and Sisters on the middle will be here any second.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. We've already drawn the Rings unwanted attention. We certainly don't want the middle coming after us to the House of Spiders, too.
Sounds like you got a GI. Talk.
Ever played Whack-A-Mole? Like, give yourselves a countdown. Just head back through the door now and beat up whoever thinks it's a great idea to walk through the door. She puts forth a sound strategy. Take advantage of it. As long as there is no high-ranking officer among them, it would be to our benefit.
Well, then, let's do as Kira says.
That was quick.
Alan blinked, shooting us a puzzled look as our entire squad came pouring through the door. Long before he finished the lockdown sequence.
Due to newly emergent complications past the door, we have concluded that this location is the optimal point to intercept and engage the infiltrators from the Ring.
This location, you say? Oh, wait, that lure needs to be zoned in a Centigrade Wings protection, doesn't it? Better idea to find here, then.
Happy to work with someone quick on the uptake.
Wasn't long before the Faoists began rushing through the open door. I didn't want to summon them while they're relaxing, but well, can't be helped. And I summoned the sinners back to work. All right, let's do this. Think physical abuse or psychological abuse too? Yes. That it absolutely does. That it absolutely does. Oh, come on. It absolutely does, 100%. But there are ways to inflict emotional psychological damage that has longer lasting effects than just physical abuse. Alright, go team! Laser on sync. So yeah, no, like I've had stories, so yeah. Rien didn't do anything terrible. Not Rien. Shiomi. Spider Team's here. It's so good, yeah. Nerds' fathers are not equally terrible. Correct. Correct. He's sending Malkut. Yep. Alright, let me just refill the water bottle real quick. Right on time. Alright, 1 second. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. If I do win rate. It picked the right one! Let's go! All 5 of them loved Ryoshu in their own way, but all 5 of them had crippling flaws that made them worse by and seven in different degrees. Yep, with Rien, in my opinion, being the least worst. Like, Rien just kept unfinished business. Yeah. Can't even have a day off without randomly passing out of Malkut? Yes. Correct. Alright, let's see the rest. Because everything while playing the good guy for Ryoshu, they understood by the time he confronted him. Yeah, like that was like he was the biggest schemer out of all of them, and it seems like at the very end he regretted it. Like he ended up regretting it, and decided to pick Ryoshu. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, no. So I think at least when it comes to the Nurse Fathers, at least Rien ended up redeeming himself. Was he the schemer? Was it Hermes? I mean, Hermes wouldn't... I don't think Hermes would give instructions to somebody that couldn't pull it off. So, yeah. Passing out of the bathroom. Yup. Passing out of the bathroom or in the elevator. Oh, God, in the elevator. Can you imagine that? Like, just there. When he realized he's overstarting young Ryoshu. Yeah. Yeah. Which, yeah, like he ended up scheming, he ended up setting the whole thing up. And from what we've seen, the prescript gives goals, not instructions. Rien had a redemption arc. Yeah, he actually redeemed himself. Not entirely, I would say, but he ended up doing enough. So good they reused it? Yes. So yeah, no, don't forget the Hermes does not give detailed instructions. It only gives a certain goal. So yeah. God, music's so good. What was that? I said about prescript. That prescript doesn't usually give super detailed instructions on what you are to do. It will usually give something somewhat vague, or that could have many ways of being achieved. His other and stood back while let the inevitable unfold. Yep. And once everything was said and done, he regretted it. He regretted it, and he ended up sacrificing himself so that Ryoshu could make it. Prescripts can be different. True. Be broad. Some can be broad. Yeah. I highly doubt he ended up. Yeah. Prescripts can be either a goal you have to figure out, or how to design instruction, having no idea of war. Okay, fair. Or it can be very specific. I mean, yeah, we did have that whole moment where we saw him read like a 15-minute prescript. We will know more. Yeah, we'll know more once we play La Ruina, which we will do. Lucio's story. Yeah, we need to check those. Eliminate the thumb. No time limits. Yep. Like there really can be. Yeah. Screen short book. You can one of increase past the wiki when you make a parallel with the characters. She is Rien, daughter is Ryoshu, Zoru is Araya, Zoru isn't to draw a parallel. Araya with you. Nice. Nice, GG. Alright. Okay, we're gonna be continuing this one later. How many nodes in the first Intervallo? It is the Painter of Hell. There you go. How many more nodes in this Intervallo? How many nodes in total? 14. Okay, so we reached the halfway point. I think this is a good place to call it then. 12, 14. Okay, so we're either halfway or over halfway. So yeah. With that, this is where we're gonna be calling it today. So yeah, we only got that many. Okay, we're gonna be continuing this on Monday. I need to prep a few things because I have film day with Dunkel tomorrow, like steak and film day with Dunkel tomorrow. I'm very excited for that. Anyway, once again, everybody, if you missed anything today, I want to catch up to the full playthrough. Goes to the Games Are Bastard channel. The VODs of the gaming portion go there. If you become a paid member, you get access to the VODs as soon as they are scheduled, on top of supporting this channel more than you already are. So yeah. Also join the Discord, linked down below. That's where everything gets announced first and where we hang out. So 27 days until Kanto 10. I think we will be catching up before Kanto 10 comes out. So yeah. Anyway, and yeah, that's gonna be it for me today and for this week, everybody. Holy shit, what a fun time. Let me just make these real quick. There we go. All right, let me just close the game. Only 4 weeks. Yep, only 4 weeks before the next Kanto. I am very excited. I started playing at a really good time. So yeah, we'll be back on Monday. We're gonna have LFAs and then more Limbus Company. On Monday, don't forget right now we're having the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for Limbus Company. Once we are done with Limbus Company, Monday and Thursday is going to be Lobotomy Corporation or Library of Ruina once we get to that. Tuesday, Friday, I still need to figure out what other games we're going to do, like some longer term games. And then Wednesdays are going to be basically wild card, right? So yeah. Hermes wanted to see if Sora will ban. Well, there you go. And with that, there you have it. Well, that was awesome. That was such a good, fun stream. Really fun week. I really needed these days to rest. And yeah, we'll be back on Monday. Thank you again, everybody, for another incredible week. Again, I'm grateful every single day that I get to do this at all, and that any of you like this to begin with. So thank you again, everybody. With that, as I said, join the Discord. Hang out and everything. We'll be back on Monday. Intervallo. Yeah, I think I know that there's a second half Intervallo, so I think we will be making it right on time for Canto 10. And with that, that is going to be it for me today, everybody. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Have yourselves a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you all next time. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.